Yes, I've got some slides. I'm new to sharing on Zoom, but can you open me to where I can share?
You can share.
Okay.
Doc.
Okay. What's in the picture now is just a one-piece duck call. The sound part, you turn the bass, and the sound part is a plastic insert that you buy. Um, I turned those and a two-piece. What's on the chuck now is a two-piece, the bottom part of a two-piece duck call. That's a 2-inch ply, 4-inch block um, mounted to it. It's drilled with a Morse taper 3/4 inch drill bit. Um, that's the top part of the two-piece duck call, 2-inch by 2-inch with a 1/2 inch hole drilled. Okay, here's the collet chuck. Um, it's got an expansion mandrel um, those came from Webfoot Custom Calls. The screw in the end is a hex screw that you just once you put your work on there, you can tighten the hex screw. It expands on the duck call.
So what's the diameter of that?
3/4.
That one that's on there right now is a 3/4 inch. I've got a 3/4, a 5/8, and a half. The two piece, the base part is the 3/4 inch. The part the reeds go in is a 1/2 inch hole, so it takes um, two different size mandrels.
Is that mounted on the lathe on a Morse taper?
No, that's mounted on a collet chuck. Um, that just screws on the threads on the lathe, and the part that's holding the mandrel is a nut that the collet chuck comes with different size inserts. I can show you those when we get through. I can just hold it up. I've got one here.
So that big chuck on the end is a collet chuck.
Right.
Okay.
That's a picture of it holding that's that 2-inch block that's just rough turned down. So it gives you access to the whole duck call. And I had, before I got the metal expansion mandrels, I had one that would fit in a pin mandrel, or and it just had a piece of rubber on it, and you'd screw it tight and it would expand inside the duck call. But they lasted about 2 calls, and then the rubber gets out of shape and doesn't want to hold. So I found the metal expansion mandrels. There's one of them. The mandrels all have a 5-inch, 5/8 inch shaft. So when I'm using my collet chuck, I use the insert that's for 5/8.
So it's like a kind of a reverse collet chuck. It expands into the work
Right, right.
rather than contracting around it.
Now that's what's on there now is a block for a one-piece chuck. It has a 5/8 inch hole in it. No, excuse me. What's on there now is a two-piece with a 1/2 inch hole. There's a one-piece duck call, 2-inch by 3-inch block that has a 5/8 inch hole in it. And then there's a rough turn on the one piece. And that's just some of the duck calls, the one piece with the plastic sound part in it. That's a one piece.
I'm not getting a picture.
Is anybody else not getting?
No, we're
I
getting
see
it.
it.
Okay.
I'm getting it, Jeffrey.
It's going to be your own setup.
There's a one piece put together, and there's a two piece. On the two piece, you turn the the large part, and then the end with the sound reed in it has to be cut to fit inside the larger part.
Hmm.
There's one cut down. That's how it looks apart.
Does it make us, do you blow in it to make a sound or do you twist it?
No, you blow in the large end and it comes out the smaller end. And then the one piece, the sound comes out of the plastic on the end. You blow in the wooden part. That's just some cedar. A lady brought me and said, "Can you make a duck call out of some wood off of my property?" And I'm thinking, sure. And I told her what size wood I needed, at least 2-inch square. Well, she comes in with cedar logs. I'm like, okay, we'll try. And that's just some various woods I made with the one piece. And that is the end of the slides. I've got
You got one there you can demonstrate for us.
call. Here's the two piece.
Can you translate that into English?
Yes, come here, duck. I got something for you.
That never worked.
Doing any vocalizing with that, or you just blowing in it and it makes all the sound?
You just blow in it. It's the both of them are basically the same. The reeds here are what the air is going across to make the sound.
Very cool.
Sounds great.
Jeff,
Jeff,
the first opening slide there, I saw a wooden duck, but do they work on real ducks?
Yes, yeah. I actually, the duck calls I knew worked. I had my preacher had said, "Can you make a deer call?" So I ordered the sound parts for the deer call and made a deer call. And he came back and he said, "Well, it worked. We brought up 4 of them. I missed all of them." I said, "Well, I didn't. I can't teach you to shoot, but
Well, I saw 5 deer last night and I don't have a deer call.
yeah."
what does a deer call sound like? You got it handy there, Jeff?
No, I don't. I only made the one, and I haven't made any more since. But I'll show you what the inserts for the collet. Here's the collet.
Just a second, I'm gonna spotlight you again, Jeff. Hold on a second.
Okay.
I got the gallery on. Okay, now your spotlight. Go for it.
All right. Here's the collet chuck. That's the part that screws into the lathe. Here's the nut that holds it on. And what comes with it are the inserts.
Right.
Put those in here. Put that on, and then the mandrel fits into the chuck. The duck call goes over here, and then it tightens up on this end.
So a question about the insert is just so that you can put the whole thing, the duck call right down to the whole end of that mandrel on the insert,
Right.
so you can turn it outside.
Yeah, you need to drill the hole in the duck call before you turn it.
Sure.
So once you've drilled a hole, you need something to hold
Okay.
the duck call. So the square block of wood, once the hole's drilled, just fits over here. It expands on it,
Okay.
and then
So-
it's turning the block of wood.
So it's sort of like a pen mandrel or something like that, where you have to have something down the middle of once the hole's drilled.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
What's the difference between 1 and 2 piece duck calls?
Well, the one piece, you buy the sound. I mean, you buy the insert. On the 2 piece, you have to turn it. You buy this part, and you drill a 1/2-inch hole in here. That fits in the 1/2-inch hole. Then you turn this to where it fits in your
Was that a rubber O-ring in there?
It is. That comes with the sound parts.
Okay.
So you cut the holes in here that the O-rings go over, and then that just seals it once you put it in here.
Your other meeting, I forgot about that.
Any difference why you would use one piece versus two piece?
It's a lot easier to turn a one piece. I mean, basically all you're doing is drilling a hole. This is made to fit that size hole.
Yeah,
When I have sold several of these, the two piece obviously takes twice as long to turn, because you're turning this part and then it has to fit into here. So, I mean, you've got some time involved in it.
yeah.
But I like the looks of the two piece better than I do the one piece, but
Do the companies that sell the reeds sell different reeds for different species of duck?
yes.
Do you carry one duck call or you carry multiple duck calls with you?
Some people will carry more than one. You'll see some of the duck hunters and they'll have the lanyards. Now I have, I've made lanyards for the duck calls, and that's just another step in the process, but
You make the bead for that?
did I make what?
The bead.
Yes.
So hold it up again, please. Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah. So is that a turned wooden bead?
It is, right here.
Yeah, cool.
Cove.
So the question is, are there different calls or is it just how the person uses them? Is the reeds different is what I'm wondering.
Yeah, yes, you can buy, some reeds work, some of the calls I've made that have a two-piece reed system, some have a one-piece reed system. Some of the guys are actually making the, where I bought the insert for the two-piece, they would make the whole thing out of wood, just buy the separate reeds, and so it's sort of, the more you get into it, the more there is, but the companies like Craft Supply have some items for it, but I found that company, the Webfoot Custom Calls, where I got the mandrels, they have a lot of different, where you can buy the reeds and whatever, so.
I would think you could turn that if you turned a stub that fit in the hole and held that in your scroll chuck and then brought a cone up at the other end. I'd bet you could turn that thing. That would in effect be a mandrel using just
Right, right.
especially if that fit tight or a little sandpaper disc in there to hold it if it had to.
This got to fit. I mean, you've got some leeway in it with the O-rings.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can adjust the depth of your hole, the beads where you put the O-rings. But
Yeah.
Are the reeds a natural material or synthetic plastic or something?
it's a synthetic plastic.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty cool.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
You're welcome.
Gotcha.
Jeff, thanks.
Thanks, Jim.